Hola YouTube, my name is Ricardo Lino and I'm a wheel addict. I don't know yet if this is going to be a video just for members or if I'm going to put this publicly on YouTube, at least for now, maybe at a later stage. What I got here, it's a pair of skates I would never expect to do a review of. Or I would actually never even expect to see this skate becoming a thing. And the reason for that, it's a type of skate that goes against what the brand call themselves. Let me open this and then you will understand what I'm talking about here. So, opening the box and you see it's a pair of K2 skates. Box is there, hopefully not creating a shade. And now what we got here, I don't know what the TBA means, but it says the K2 Grid90 TBA, and then it says fitness here. It says fitness right here. Now, the reason why this is so special is because what I got here is a pair of K2 hard boot skates. And straight out of the box, I love the look of these things. Honestly, I really love the looks of these things. And wow, check this out. Intuition liners. K2 Intuition liners. That's cool. Okay, so Grid90. It says here on the side. It comes with a 165 mount, meaning that it's a raised heel. It's not a UFS boot. Is there any other 165 boot from K2? Trying to think if I know of one. I know they have 195 boots with speed skating frames. They probably have 165s, I don't know yet. I do know that they have lots of UFS big wheel boots, or at least I had in the past. Okay, so this is a 165 mounting raised heel with a UFS, with the 165 obviously frame. It says here 273 millimeters length from the front wheel to the back wheel. ILQ9 bearings. And maximum of 90 millimeters. Twin cam ILQ9. I love the colorway of this thing. I really love the colorway. It's like a grayish with these dots. It's kind of like a granite, like a stone thing. Oh, and wow, it has these holes here, like ventilation. This ventilation reminds me a little bit of what rollerblade did with the twister, and even like these two pieces that I don't know if you can see here, there's two pieces of plastic, but when I look at it from the top, it reminds me of the FR skates with a very open thing. I like the purple detail that comes here on the side on these. Oh, that's quite interesting. On this on this bolt, this cuff bolt receptor, and it's plasticky. I knew this was going to happen. Anyway, this is plastic, this purple thing, and then it has a Phillips bolt, which is different. Oh, wow. And this is really cool too. They have a hole, like a screw here in the back that it says flex lock. That's new. I've never seen these on a skate. So you can basically spin it one way to unlock the flex, so it will give you forward flex, maybe rear flex. That's cool. Now let's take the liner out. By the way, it's a regular buckle, but at least I was going to say it's aluminum. Yeah, it is aluminum. And it's quite cool that they both kind of match. That's cool. Let's take this Intuition liner off. That's a new liner that I've never seen from Intuition. So basically, and I really like this. So basically what they did here, check this out. This is an Intuition liner with a quick lacing system. This is probably one of my favorite liners without even testing it, because I like this. So you can, does this, how do you unlock it? Does this lock or unlock? Okay, so this unlocks it. Let me see. So imagine we have all of these. You just do this and boom, it's locked. How do you lock it? Pull it down. There's a little thing here on top and you lock it. Really cool. It's called speed lacing from K2 on an Intuition liner. The rest of the liner reminds me a little bit of the liner that comes on the damn skates. 5 holes here in the front. It does not have any silicone dots or anything, so I'm not sure. Like even the density of the liner, it's a tiny bit softer. So it's a different liner for sure. Even these, which is also quite interesting. How small is this compared to the usual ones that come on Intuition? This is much smaller. Not sure this is a way to cut corners or not. But, or if it's to fit here, it seems like it's to fit. And looking at this from the top, there's 3 holes in a little aluminum plate on the inside, meaning that you can do 135 mount, which I don't know any frame, but there's 150, 165 if you use both in the center, and if you use the ones in the edges, you can use a 160, 195 frame. So on these, you would be able to use a speed skating frame. These, the back of the cuff, it has a little bit of a something. It's hard to explain, but it's folded to the out, like rounded to the outside. I know that a lot of speed skaters like to have that instead of just having like a V cut. It's kind of like something that allows you to bring your foot a bit more like to the front, so that you can do a bit more of back flex, not just forward flex, but back flex too. And I still need to understand how this system works, but this will be something that I will do, that I will test when I do a review, how this little flex lock works. But this is it, just a first view on this new K2 Grid90. To be fully honest, they seem very promising. I like them. I do like them. I don't understand some of the things there were some of the choices that were made here, like the type of bolt used for the cuffs. That's one of them, because he used a Phillips type of bolt for the cuff, but then for the lock, for the flex lock, you use the regular one, just like the wheels. So yeah, but all the buckles are replaceable. Really cool looking skate. And in case you were wondering, they call it fitness, right? And one thing that urban skates usually never bring in the box is brakes. And K2 is supplying you with the brake for this skate. They call it the Grid90 TBA. I don't know if that means to be announced yet, or I don't know what I can do with these yet or not. But yeah, very promising. Something that I really like, and I need to say it right here, right now, is that these stripes or these pieces of the buckles being used, they have the dents really beefy, like wide and big. And yes, it's not as millimetrical as some of the buckles on the market, but it's for sure strong, because when you're using something like these, like one of these ratchet buckles, you usually want something that will work. Now, while I'm talking about these, I'm not seeing this work, so we'll see how this goes. Gonna need to test it, and then I can talk a little bit more about this. I still don't know. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it works. Yeah, very interesting. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're watching these in first hand on Patreon, thank you so much for the support. If you're watching these at a later stage on YouTube, well, you could have been one of the first one watching these if you became a patron. But either way, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget why we all started skating. And that is because it's fun. Cheers, I'm out.